Hello, my dear students. In the last video, I explained the basics of some cube and cube roots. Okay, some basics of cubes and cube roots. Okay, what is the cube and what is the cube of number? What are some properties of cube numbers? So now, in this video, I am going to explain patterns in cube numbers. What are patterns in the cube numbers? As you have learned some patterns in the square numbers in your chapter square and square roots, here also we can get some patterns in cube numbers as well. So what are these patterns? Let us understand one by one. So the first one is adding consecutive add numbers. Adding consecutive add numbers. Consecutive means one after one. Odd numbers. Adding consecutive odd numbers. Adding consecutive odd numbers. Okay, odd numbers you already know. What are the odd numbers? So adding consecutive odd numbers, if we take first odd number, that is 1, then it will be the cube of 1. If we take next two odd number, then 3 plus 5, 8, and that will be the cube of 2. If we take next three odd numbers, okay, that are 7, 9 and 11, then it will be 27 and then 3 cube. If we take again next four odd numbers, that are 13 plus 15 plus 17 plus 19, we get 64 and then 4 cube. Similarly, now if we take next 5 odd numbers, 21 plus 23 plus 25 plus 27 plus 29, then it will be 125 and it will be the cube of 5. So if we add first, if we take only first odd number, 1 cube, then again take next 2, then 2 cube, next 3 odd number, 3 is cube, then again next 3, that is 4 cube. Okay. In the square and square root also, one property was adding consecutive odd numbers, but at that time we are not taking next, we are taking from the start. Okay, first odd number, then first and second, then first, second and third, like that we were taking. But in this video, now in this case, adding consecutive odd numbers, we will take next. First odd number, then next 2, then next 3, then next 4. So this is the first pattern in the cube numbers. Second pattern, adding cubes of consecutive numbers. Adding the cube of consecutive number. Now these are not consecutive odd numbers, only consecutive numbers are there. Okay, 1 cube is equals to 1 and it will be the square of first triangular number. Triangular number also I explained in the square and square root chapter. So 1 cube is 1 and it is the square of first triangular number. 1 plus 2 cube is equals to 9, then it will be the square of second triangular number. What is this topic? I will explain. Wait for that. And 1 plus 2 plus 3 cube is equal to 36, then it will be the square of third triangular number. So as many digits we are taking, just like if we are taking 4 digit, 1 plus 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube, that will be equals to the square of fourth triangular number. Fourth triangular number. Now, what is this column? Okay, so this column explain if we are taking two numbers. Okay, just think that if we are taking two numbers, 1 cube and 2 cube. Now, if we need to find, then it will be equals to 2 multiply 3. How many numbers we are taking? 2. 2 multiply by, it's 1 more than. 2 multiply by 3 and then divide by 2 and the square of that whole term. 2 multiply 3 divided by 2 square. If we are taking 3 numbers, then it will be 3 multiplied by 4 divided by 2 whole square. If we are taking 4 numbers, then it will be 4 multiplied by 5 divided by 2 square. And now, in case if we are taking n numbers, then it will be n multiplied by n plus 1 divided by 2 square. And square of the corresponding triangular number, that we know, square of the nth triangular number. So if someone asks, now what is the conclusion we get? Just listen it carefully. If someone asks you that what will be the sum of first 10 consecutive, the cube of first 10 consecutive number, what will be the sum of the cube of first 10 consecutive number? Then we will write it as 10 multiplied by 11. 10 multiplied by 11, it's 1 more than 10. 10 multiplied by 11 divided by 2 whole square. 10 multiplied by 11 divided by 2, we will get 55, and then it will be the square of 55. So from using this formula, we can find the sum of the cubes of consecutive numbers. Consecutive numbers starting from 1. So the cube of first 10 consecutive numbers we can calculate as 10 multiply 11 upon 2, first 20, then 20 multiply 11 upon 2 whole square. Understood? So this is the second pattern in the cubes of the numbers. These are the two patterns that we usually see in the cubes of number. Now third topic, prime factorization of perfect cube. Whenever we will try to find out the prime factor of a perfect cube number, for example, if we need to check is 9261 is a perfect cube or not, then we can see if we try to find out the prime factor of a number and if pairs in 3 digits, okay, in triplet, 3 multiply 3 multiply 3 times, 7 multiply 7 multiply 7, it is also 3 times. No any other prime factor is extra. They can be grouped into the triplets. Triplet means 3 digits. Okay, then we can say that it is a perfect cube. As we have learned in the topic squares and square root, if a number can be paired in the two digits, okay, then they are perfect square. And in the case of cube, we have to make the pair of 3 digits. We have to make triplets of the number. If they can be formed, they can form triplet, nothing is extra, then we can say that the number is a perfect cube. So the prime factorization of the number is 3 multiply 3 multiply 3, 7 multiply 7 multiply 7, 3 is also in triplet form, 7 is also in triplet form. So we can say that 9261 is a perfect cube. And if you see the next example, 1536. Here we can see the prime factorization is 2 multiply 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 2 and multiply 3. Here 2 making triplets. 3 times it is making triplets. But 3 is extra. 3 is not appearing in the form of triplet. So this is not a perfect cube number. Okay, so if we need to make it perfect cube now, how to make it perfect cube? If we need to make this number a perfect cube, we require 2 more 3's. If we need to make it perfect cube by multiplying it, then we require 2 more 3's. Our question was what is the smallest number that should be multiplied to get. As we have done in the case of square and square roots also, that what is the smallest number by which it should be multiplied to get a perfect square, by which it should be divided to get a perfect square. So here also we can make any number a perfect cube by multiplying and dividing. What we need to do, that all the numbers should be in the form of triplet. So now if we need to complete the triplet of these 3, we require 2 more 3, that is 3 multiply 3, 9. So if we multiply this number by 9, then we will get a perfect cube. So the 9 is the smallest number that should be multiplied to 1536 to get a perfect cube number. Did you understood what are the perfect cubes? If a number can be written in the form of triplets, prime triplets, then we can say that the number is a perfect cube. If it cannot be written, then it is not a perfect cube. We can make it a perfect cube by multiplying or dividing. For that we need to complete the triplet. Okay, here the digit 3 is not in the triplet, so we require 2 more 3's, then 3 multiply 3, 9. So we should multiply it by 9 to make a perfect cube. What is the smallest number that we should divide 3645 to get a perfect cube? Okay, so now we need to make it by dividing. So first of all, try to find out the prime factorization. It will be 5 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 3. Here we can see that these both are in triplet form, but 5 is not appearing in the triplet. So if we will remove this 5, when we will divide, if you will divide the number by 5, then this 5 will be cancelled out. 5 by 5. If just suppose if I will write divide by 5, then 5 to 5 will be cancelled out. So we need to divide it by 5. Okay, we need to divide it by 5 to get a perfect cube, because 5 is extra. 5 is extra, so divide it by 5. Whatever extras are there, whatever terms are extras, we will divide it by that number. If there is 1 5 and 1 2, both are extra, so we will divide it by 5 and 2. 5 multiply to 10. So the smallest number by which we should divide 3645 to get a perfect cube is 5. Okay, so how to make perfect cube? By multiplying whatever we require more, we should multiply. If there is 1 3 is extra, then we will multiply it by 2 3s, so that we can make a triplet. And if we need to divide, then whatever extra, we should divide it by that number. Here you can see that 5 is extra. After making the pairs, after making the triplets, this 5 is extra, so divide it by 5. Okay, hence we will divide the number by 5 to get a perfect cube. Okay, so dear students, write these all things and all the examples in your fair notebook and try to understand the topic, whatever I explained in this video. Still, if you are confused about anything or you have doubt in your mind of any topic, then you can ask me in the portal given by the school, or you can message me on my WhatsApp number also. Okay, thank you.